Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
The off-season doesn't knock politely in Toronto. It kicks the door down, drops its coat on the floor, and starts rearranging the furniture while everyone's still waking up. That's the mood around the Blue Jays right now, a restless, electric hum that says this winter isn't about small talk or gentle adjustments. It's about bold names, dangerous conversations, and a front office that knows the clock is ticking. So settle in, and if you enjoy this kind of deep, story-driven breakdown, tap like, share it with a fellow Jays fan, and subscribe, because this ride is only getting started. There's a sense that the Blue Jays have stopped whispering about ambition and started speaking it out loud. After coming agonizingly close to the ultimate prize, Toronto enters this offseason not as a hopeful outsider, but as a contender who knows exactly what it's missing. The margins are thin, the window is real, and every decision made over the next few months could echo for years. That's why the rumors feel heavier this time, less like speculation and more like foreshadowing. One name alone is enough to tilt the entire conversation. Fernando Tatis Jr. When that name appears anywhere near Toronto, it doesn't just raise eyebrows, it raises pulses. Tatis isn't simply a star, he's an event. He plays the game like it owes him money, with swagger, speed, and power that feel almost theatrical. The idea that the Blue Jays are even monitoring his situation tells you everything about where this franchise believes it stands. To understand why this is even possible, you have to look west. San Diego is wrestling with its own reality, a payroll stretched tight and a roster that hasn't quite delivered on its promise. In moments like this, even the brightest stars can become negotiable. If the Padres decide that balance matters more than brilliance, moving Tatis could become a way to reshape their future. For Toronto, that kind of opening doesn't come often. Of course, nothing about a Tatis trade is simple. His contract looms large, his value even larger. The Padres wouldn't be looking for prospects and patience, they'd want immediate impact. Pitching, infield help, a bat that can contribute now. That's where the challenge sharpens for the Blue Jays. They have talent, but they also have lines they're reluctant to cross, particularly when it comes to young arms with frontline potential. There's a tension here that feels almost cinematic. On one side, the opportunity to acquire a player who could redefine the identity of the team overnight. On the other, the risk of stripping away depth and flexibility. Tatis would change everything, the lineup, the defense, the energy in the stadium. The question is whether Toronto believes that one seismic move is worth the cost of several smaller certainties. While that conversation simmers, another storyline quietly simmers beneath it, the future of shortstop. Bo Bichette has been a pillar of this team, but uncertainty has a way of creeping in when expectations rise. If there's even a chance that Toronto and Bichette are heading toward different futures, the front office can't afford to be sentimental. They need a plan, and possibly a replacement who doesn't just fill the position, but elevates it. That's where Seager enters the frame, calm, powerful, and relentlessly effective. Seager doesn't demand attention the way some stars do, he earns it through moments that matter. Two-time World Series MVP isn't a label you stumble into. He brings experience, poise, and a bat that seems to wake up precisely when the lights are brightest. For a team chasing the final step, that kind of pedigree is magnetic. Yes, he's older than Bichette, and yes, that shifts the timeline. But Toronto isn't pretending anymore that it's building for some distant future. This is about now. Seager represents a choice, one that prioritizes certainty over potential and proven excellence over projection. His defense, his consistency, and his presence in the clubhouse all align with a team that wants to win before patience runs out. Imagining Seager in a Blue Jays uniform feels like imagining a chess piece placed with intention rather than hope. It would signal a franchise fully committed to squeezing every ounce out of its competitive window. If conversations with Texas even begin, it's a sign that Toronto is willing to trade long-term comfort for immediate firepower. And then there's the name that refuses to go away, Kyle Tucker. Quietly, steadily, he's become one of the most complete outfielders in the game, and somehow still feels underrated. Tucker doesn't shout, he produces. Year after year, he posts numbers that make managers sleep better at night and pitchers sigh under their breath. The idea that Toronto might be the frontrunner for his services isn't accidental. At first glance, The outfield looks crowded, almost claustrophobic. But rosters aren't static, and careers move faster than fans sometimes realize. George Springer and others are approaching pivotal moments, and planning for that future isn't disloyal, it's responsible. Tucker represents continuity and evolution at the same time, a bridge between what the team is and what it needs to become. What makes Tucker so appealing is his balance. Power without recklessness, speed without chaos, discipline without passivity. He fits into a good lineup and somehow makes it better, deeper, more dangerous from top to bottom. For a team that came within touching distance of a title, adding that kind of reliability could be the difference between another near-miss and a parade. There's a rhythm to all of this, a sense that the Blue Jays are stacking possibilities like cards on a table, studying which combination leads to the strongest hand. Tatis offers star power and spectacle, Seager offers stability and championship DNA, Tucker offers consistency and quiet excellence. Each path leads somewhere different, and each comes with its own cost. What unites all these discussions is intent. Toronto isn't browsing, it's hunting. The front office is active, engaged, and unafraid of difficult conversations. That alone should excite the fan base. Too often, teams linger in the middle, afraid to commit fully to winning or rebuilding. The Blue Jays are choosing a side, and it's the side that chases banners. As fans, it's easy to get lost in individual names, to argue about which player fits best or which move feels safest. But the bigger story is momentum. This franchise believes it's close, and belief at this level changes behavior. It shortens timelines, sharpens decisions, and turns rumors into strategies. That's why this offseason already feels different. It's not about filling gaps, it's about reshaping the ceiling. Every update, every whisper, every reported conversation points toward a team that refuses to settle for almost. And that makes every development worth watching. So if you're enjoying this breakdown and want to stay ahead of every twist and turn, make sure you like the video, share it with someone who lives for off-season drama, and subscribe to the channel. This winter is going to move fast, and you won't want to miss what comes next. The truth is, nothing is guaranteed. Trades fall apart, negotiations stall, and plans change. But the direction is unmistakable. Toronto is leaning forward, not back. It's asking big questions and daring to consider bigger answers. Whether it's Tatis electrifying the lineup, Seager anchoring the infield, or Tucker quietly transforming the outfield, each possibility brings the same message. The Blue Jays are all in. And as this offseason unfolds, one move at a time, one rumor at a time, the story will write itself. The only question left is how bold the final chapter will be. Stay tuned, stay loud, and as always, go Jays.